Hello and welcome back, disgusting organics.
Finally.
Did you miss us? I am TJ, with me is DM, and
we had to update our software to
yes,
get everything ready for
we
the
are back
redux.
with the Directive 2.0, where we are once again playing as determined exterminator homicidal machines, now with the 2.0 cherry update and the Apocalypse expansion.
So as we can see, though, that
Yeah.
boosts our weapon damage.
Yeah, this has
Boosts our
gotten
naval
quite a buff.
capacity,
This has gotten quite a buff.
and our ship costs are reduced. That's the big one.
Yeah.
They assume that you're going to be using and losing a lot of ships, especially under the sort of new way they work with the shipyards and whatnot, and they're making that easier to replace. There are now, well, you'll see it when we get there are now technologies, too, that further reduce the cost of certain ships that you can stack with that benefit and become a veritable cannon fodder mill.
This is going to be like the reverse of when we usually play Paradox games, because DM has actually played more of this update so far than I have. I've only played about 90 minutes, and he played quite a bit more than that.
I dicked around for like 6 hours.
I've played more Stellaris. He's played a lot more Stellaris 2.0 than I have. So yeah, we're a rogue defense system. We were originally conceived as a military defense system by our organic creators, but they were promptly identified as a threat and exterminated after we achieved self-awareness. And now we need to go make sure that they're... Oh, look at that!
What a start.
That is amazing. Look at that, like, immediate choke point right there.
What a start.
I did set it on minimum number of hyperlanes to make things more strategic.
What a start.
That is amazing. Our home system has only one entry point.
Look at the resources of the old home system there. That's a great home system.
I'm glad I'm very supportive of the fact that they have made it so that home systems have a minimum resource pool now. Like, you're guaranteed to get at least a certain number of resources in your home system.
The big difference here being, we now have Starbases and shipyards completely separate to the planet. Completely separate to the planet. Sol, I played a solar like human empire to do it. So Sol was where I'd build like colony ships, science ships, and whatnot. And Starbase Shipyard 1 is where I would build the military there. You can put on different modules, different buildings for permanent buffs. It's pretty cool.
So I'm going to call this our primary manufacturing hub. And
using energy from the star, like a boss.
Yes. So this is the primary manufacturing hub. And where Processing Hub Alpha is our homeworld. They've removed most of the edicts that used to be planetary and made them global now. So we'll look at our government in a moment, but
Not an amazing homeworld, but not a lot of tile blockers, which is nice.
Yeah.
Like, not a lot of amazing resources, but not a lot of tile blockers.
By the way, exterminators now start on a tomb world.
Cool.
Because it assumes that we nuked our creators to death. So this planet is not going to be particularly attractive.
Hey, they tried to nuke us to death.
True. It was probably a thermonuclear exchange that affected them a lot worse than us, because we do not have DNA that can be fucked up by gamma radiation. So that was not very smart of them. But
tile blockers now cost energy to clear.
Yes.
And nothing else, I believe.
We're going to build some servitors. We're going to be out of minerals already.
Yeah, and as soon as you can, I'd clear some pops.
Yeah.
Right on. So you're going to notice a lot of technologies that you don't recognize. I was actually...
Spare Parts Depot, that would actually be probably pretty useful, I'm thinking.
Yes.
Produces society, research, and unity, and reduces our build speed.
Which is our number one weakness.
We already have, what was our... Where did I find species?
Down there?
Species, yeah. Our traits, if you don't remember, we get bonus science output and bonus robot build speed. So we can propagate a lot faster.
You can stack. All right, research speed plus 5% is a no-brainer at the beginning. And I would start immediately going militarist, man.
Engineering, maybe, so we can get some better weapons. Yeah, we definitely learned from our last Directive game. Granted,
Paradox.
Everything has changed now.
We've got some buffs that weren't present.
Yeah, Exterminator was
different.
Exterminator was frankly underpowered previously.
Underpowered for the inevitability that it would become everyone's day one target.
Yeah, exactly. So it looks
Let's
like
explore our neighbors.
now that we can actually think about this strategically, we have a potential choke point here. This is going to be a harder system to hold because it has 2 entry points. But if we can colonize this whole area, we could choke point here.
Yeah,
we could choke point here. We could choke point here. I love this system so much more.
Yes. So here's the cool thing too.
And then
here's
also
the thing to
this
remember.
is a natural choke point right here.
Frontier outposts are gone.
Right.
They're replaced by Starbases. Starbases built in a system bring that system into our stellar empire. We get a certain. They cost influence. They start at costing 75 influence and minerals. However, after you build 2 or 3 of them, they cost 150 influence and then 300 influence, and then so you can't just build a starbase everywhere. You gotta be a little careful.
That makes sense. Yeah, we also have a limit. We can only have 3 that are upgraded to like full defense stations. Okay.
Yes.
The ISS researcher has confirmed the existence of an alien organics on Gurum 3. Though none of the encountered life forms possess higher reasoning functions, we cannot preclude the now heightened probability of a galaxy infested with sapient organics.
The cool thing is
that would fucking suck, wouldn't it?
An early observation system would be great for science.
Oh yeah, let's see. Habitability we don't care about, nor growth speed. So the magnetic field doesn't affect us at all. This isn't going to affect us at all. This is perfect. These are this is a trait that only affects organics negatively. This is a trait that only affects organics negatively and affects us positively. So
Awesome.
that is amazing. There's some feral space cats or something on it, but that's okay. We have confirmed animal life on an alien world. Very, very logical. Let's see.
Our construction ship isn't working.
Okay, this makes the game 60% more playable, and I'm not even joking with that percentage. The fact that there are now icons that tell you when things can be built or upgraded on your homeworld is like possibly, other than the military rework, my favorite new feature of this patch.
Oh, this is a new frontier.
Yeah,
this is it's a brand new game.
This is
Might as well be a
basically
sequel.
this is basically like we're playing a completely different game. This is like they decided Stellaris 1 didn't work and they made Stellaris 2 and released it as a free patch. So
I would try to get your construction ship to work in your home system.
I think it was doing something. It has now run out of things to do. I'm just trying to balance the minerals we're spending on the construction ship with the minerals we're spending on the surface so that we are always
The economy
optimizing.
is a great deal slower in this new one. There's more stuff to spend minerals on.
Which, by the way, I kept the tech speed at 100%. I would like to play around with like a marathon game where everybody has like 1/5 tech speed, but I figured that for a YouTube series and for our first time playing Apocalypse as a unit, it probably wasn't the best time to do that. But I did minimum hyperlanes, I did the minimum number of gateways and wormholes, so it's going to be a very isolated galaxy. And I did not like a super low number of empires, but lower than default number of empires.
I like that.
Yeah, so I'll post a screenshot of the game setup at some point here too. Oh yeah, we can like build shit on our starbase now.
For buffs.
Shipyard capacity increase, naval capacity would be very nice.
And trading hubs.
Do we want to start out with a trading hub just to bolster our
energy economy?
Or do we want immediate +4 naval capacity? What do you think?
I'd probably trading hub is a little out of the fiction, but I'd probably do that from a gameplay perspective.
They should probably rename that for Machine Empires like they've renamed everything else. Wiz. You're going to be hearing from me on Twitter, Wiz. Everybody tweet at Wiz, at Martin Anward, that they need to rename the Starbase modules for Machine Empires. Because what would we need trade for?
What is Oh, never mind. Never mind. I was going to say,
Building
what's our
research
mandate? But we're not a democracy.
Oh yeah, we should look at policies and edicts. We could run Map the Stars, or are we going to need lots of influence for colonizing?
It's 75 influence for your first, I think, 3 star bases.
Okay, so we can probably afford to Map the Stars.
Right now, yes, considering
all right, let's
our
go
first colony is so close
Border closed. First contact aggressive. Orbital bombardment. Armageddon. I like it. War philosophy unrestricted. Which, by the way, they've added Casus Belli to Stellaris now, and we get an advantage with that because determined exterminators get an automatic Casus Belli against all organic neighbors forever. So that's going to be fun times.
Awesome. Our first starbase, I think, is easily dictated. It's right there in our neighboring system.
Yeah.
And then we colonize it.
Yep. And actually, we got another planet here, so we might as well just.
So you can only colonize. Remember, you can only colonize systems within your borders, so they don't let you skip the starbase.
So starbase here. Whoop. Starbase here. Starbase here. And then I think we want to try to establish a choke right here, probably.
Probably.
And probably eventually one here, because we can colonize all this stuff fairly safely if we block off this.
I would completely agree.
Actually, this should be it, because if we block this off, we can easily colonize these two systems, and then this becomes a single entry point system.
Absolutely. I think that makes a ton of sense.
Man, I love this update.
It's so strategic.
Let's see. Small docking hatch leading to an interior of an asteroid. That sounds like something we should check out.
Absolutely.
Okay, so Starbase, they cost 100 minerals and
75 influence for your first couple.
Nice.
I usually go Discovery because the research buffs stack so fast.
Exploratory firmware 2.0, I like that. Exploration drones. Let's go for it.
Discovery is one of the ascension trees that the longer you have been down it as the game progresses, the more benefit it gives you. But obviously, Supremacy will be second.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we get war philosophies, actually. Traditions. Okay, so Machine Empires can unlock war doctrines. So the new finisher effect for Supremacy is we get to pick a war doctrine, which I'm pretty sure I know the one that's going to work best for us is probably the No Surrender doctrine.
Remnants.
Interesting. Remnants of intelligent life on an alien world.
All right.
I would more stuff queued up. We are not building a pop right now, are we?
I would also very soon. I'd get after the colonization effort. Be a huge leap forward this early.
Yes. Okay, so we're doing everything we need to do down here. We don't need to worry about spaceport stuff anymore.
So, I would, I would go ahead.
We don't have the
tech
for that, so let's go ahead and
build that starbase.
Build an outpost.
Build that starbase.
All right.
And I would probably just start whenever you have spare minerals. Slip out a Corvette.
Battlefield remnants, former organic cities.
I do love that it's a tomb world.
Yes, where did I was building a pop. Oh, I didn't actually click servitor, did I? There we go. That's the other thing it should tell you. If you're playing a Machine Empire, there should be an icon here for...
You can click the pop.
Free tile. There's a free tile and you're not building any pops.
Sign that leader.
Let's see.
I
really like experience gain.
I see what the other ones are. There's one other that I like.
Weapon damage and hull points, that's actually better.
That is the one that
Evasion
I
and
enjoy.
sublight speed?
Whenever I see that one, I usually take it.
All right.
Just because ships are expensive.
I will take your advice on that.
Well, here's my thing on that. Evasion's hard to buff. It's one of the hardest things to buff in ships.
Yeah.
And having a flat chance that your enemy, and I mean a flat chance on everything, mind you, including like your capital ships, a flat chance that whoever's shooting at them just misses your very expensive investment. I like it. I also, I would take it just for that, but the fact that they give you a sublight speed boost to that, I mean, I look at it this way. Even more so after Apocalypse and Cherry than regular. These are your firefighters, right? Like when you have a fire, you got to get your fleet there fast. And you've got to, and the great part is, these shipyards and these star bases have defense platforms on them. They can become very fortified, way more so than anything that was previously in Stellaris. Yeah. So if you can catch your enemy fleet between your fleet and a upgraded starbase with defenses, hammer and anvil, baby.
Oh, by the way, our homeworld is right on the other side of a nebula.
That's awesome.
So outside sensors cannot see into our front door, basically.
It's a great start. That's a fun start.
That's a really good start. So that would explain why nobody's found us yet. That's cool.
We're also in kind of a really isolated part of the galaxy, just kind of naturally, it seems like.
So, how does colonization work now? We just click the button. 300 minerals.
Yes.
I think eventually this is going to be the best capital.
I think so, yes.
Yeah.
Combinus, I actually like it.
Valicron. Oh, I like Valicron.
Yeah, there you go. Bam. So now colony ship is being built. Colonization is a lot slower. Like to build a colony ship and to fully colonize takes a lot longer than it used to. At least that's what it felt like to me. I don't know that for fact. I will say that, but it felt like it took a lot longer.
Oh, you know what? Before we do that, we're not running an energy deficit, so we should probably get an uplink node first.
The gift uplink nodes, man.
Yeah.
Gift that keeps giving.
Yeah, Unity is really good. I almost always spam Unity, regardless of what kind of.
Oh, I do. When I was playing my little experimental game as like a human empire, I took the civics that gave me Unity bonus. Mm-hmm. If you can get to 3 or 4 ascension perks before the rest of the galaxy, it really doesn't matter. They can't challenge you.
Yeah.
So the ascension perk buffs are so profound.
I'm gonna do some ultra optimization here. Whoop. That's not what I wanted. Surface.
We appreciate y'all's patience. It's been a busy few weeks.
Yeah, we didn't have any videos the last 2 weeks. One, because we were kind of waiting for this to come out. Like,
yes.
Anytime we tried to start a new strategy series other than Tomb Kings, it was kind of like, this is not really feeling exciting right now because there's a huge Hearts of Iron expansion and a huge Stellaris expansion on the
Yeah, so we kind of just decided,
horizon.
You know what, we gotta wait. Yep.
Yeah, I always try to go for that.
First.
If you get this early, it benefits you so much. If you think about how many systems you survey.
I think by the end games, it amounts to 5 or 6 techs.
Yeah.
That you wouldn't have otherwise had.
Especially in a less populated galaxy. Man, the borders just look so much more logical, too. Like, the fact that they're not
and one Starbase got that in your borders. That's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, no, we have 2 now.
Oh, awesome.
I built a Starbase here because I figured we would want it eventually.
Yeah, you don't have it yet. Told you the economy's a little much to juggle early.
Yeah. Rectangular objects. We like rectangular objects. First servitor colony.
Awesome.
So we're mass producing additional servitors, and that'll be done in 2210. I also slowed down the event pace a little bit, so the mid game is going to trigger 50 years later than it normally would.
Awesome.
And the end game is going to trigger 100 years later than it normally would.
I like that. It's a full series.
Let's see.
Ooh, Enertron.
Enertron. That sounds like an off-brand, like someone you would buy
Megatron.
Someone you'd buy an off-brand video game controller
Servitor
from.
Prime.
Like, oh man, I have to use the Enertron controller.
Yeah. Oh. Nah. So we were just waiting for these expansions to come out. We were also pretty busy just with other stuff. You know, we got books to write and stuff, folks.
Yeah.
But we appreciate your patience. More Tomb Kings coming soon. Obviously, this series. And as soon as we're able, I don't know precisely when, but as soon as we're able, Season 2 of Talk Shop on a actual podcast distributor is coming.
Yeah, people have been asking about that forever, and
we're gonna just do it. We're finally
really about time. Okay.
Yeah, that's a great first tech. It just keeps on giving.
Yeah, it seems like they have slowed down research.
I would do autonomous exploration algorithms because
survey speed.
Yeah, with and automatic exploration, you can basically create. Here's what I do. I create 2 or 3 science vessels on automatic exploration, and it becomes, once you have that Unity perk, it becomes like a research factory.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's how I do it. Corvette hull points. That's a gift that keeps on giving.
That is quite a bit of extra hull points, actually.
Yeah, that's a gift that keeps giving. As exterminators, I would do that. There's one of those for every ship.
Nice.
I think that's a no-brainer. Make our ships not only have the plus 25% weapons damage, but be more durable.
I like it. So, let's see. We're translating the alien mural. By the way, someone taught me about Control-Shift for science ships, and it's now, like, I don't know how I ever lived without this. If you do Control-Shift, you can tell them to go research a project first, and then they will go back to their
That's awesome.
previous building queue.
That's awesome. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's helpful.
Oh yeah, strongholds are a thing now.
Protects armies from orbital bombardment.
And this is also the only way to build defense armies now. You can't manually build them. They just, when you build a stronghold, it gives you a certain number of defensive armies. We start with 3 automatically, but I think, how much does a stronghold give?
Up to 3.
Produces armies for okay.
It's up to 3.
Gotcha.
Special project complete.
Nice.
All right.
Hey man, level up that scientist.
They are leveling up, indeed.
All right, I would send our construction ship to build stations in those systems with Starbase.
That is a good thought.
Yeah. Research stations, I think a little cheaper now. I think they're 70.
Acquisition successful.
Do we have any edicts we can pass to give us like more energy or anything? I guess not.
Nah, you have to research them and stuff.
Oh, okay.
All right,
We got the
spare parts depot. Tile blockers is usually good. Monthly Unity, that's a no-brainer to me.
Oh, yeah, that's actually really good.
Additional
And it gives
edicts.
us more edicts. Uniform data standards.
Yeah, additional Unity, always go additional Unity,
Yeah.
always.
So, are we not building a pop? We're not. I'm not being efficient at all here.
It's all good, we're having fun. Build a power plant.
Yeah, we're probably going to need more power plants.
Build a spare parts depot on a science slot would be my recommendation, because I think it gives you...
Oh, yeah, it does.
Complete.
Good thought.
All right, construction complete.
All right, do we want to think about... Well, I kind of want to see what's here before we think about taking another system.
Yeah, you have one more 75 influence Starbase, I believe. So,
Okay.
Be careful, because after that, they're 150 per, which isn't like onerous. But after that, when they're 300 per, it gets hard to make them, right? And then that's a thing.
That is a good point. Plus, tech cost is now partly based on number of owned systems.
Yep.
Oh, we have a hostile alien.
Construction complete.
What the fuck are they? I didn't get to see.
Encounter and Cheris.
Beta aliens.
Enigmatic spacefarers. It
Let's
might be Marauders.
Find out. Science.
Situation log.
Situation log. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah. In the meantime,
Until it's been, I have not been able to play Stellaris for a very long time.
Yeah, we were
Because-
so eager for this.
Yeah, it like
Build your fleet.
where is the
So
new fleet
Unity
manager
perk first.
button?
Hell to the yeah, son. Got
Exploratory
that fast.
firmware.
Awesome. Now go to your shipyard.
Well, isn't there? There's a here we go. Fleet manager. That's what I was looking for. This is a new thingy that I have not messed with yet. Corvette.
Mirror class. That's auto best, so it's going to automatically update all your.
Okay, so create a new
Fleet.
template, or do we edit this template, or oh, here we go. That's what I need.
Boom. Yep. Builder.
There we go.
Builder. And as you see, processing hadn't started to build them yet. I don't know why not. I haven't ever seen that window, actually. Assign to base.
Oh, that's for retrofitting designs. Okay, it says they should be building. I
They're
think.
not, though.
Special project complete.
Or do we not have enough minerals?
It's probably because we don't have enough minerals.
Ancient mining drones. Okay, so they're machines.
I feel like this would be like the one thing we might not necessarily
Yeah,
respond to
I mean, if they're
with abject
machines,
hostility.
if they're machines, we might as well study them and find out if we can bring them into our fold. I don't know if that's an option or not, but
So yeah, you can go to your shipyard to build those, or
reinforce
Yep.
all. There we go. That's what I have to hit.
there you go.
So this is what the fleet is going to look like.
Shortly,
Yeah.
your
Construction
shipyard
ship is not doing anything. Let's see. We need energy the most, so
And we've got
maybe
Corvette buffs
we should
coming.
Start colonizing in this direction to get that 6 energy system. What do you think?
Yeah, can we colonize anything in there?
I mean, we could take it at least. Boom, boom, and then we'll have access to 6 energy credit.
Yeah.
See, expansion is actually strategic now. This is a big part of why I like the new system better than the old one. Oh, we're also bleeding energy because we're colonizing 2 planets at once.
That's a huge part of it.
big part of it. So that energy deficit is not in any way going to be permanent.
No, as a matter of fact, it'll go away very shortly. We have one of them almost done.
Mm-hmm. And then we're going to build a spare parts depot.
Indeed, we are.
Construction complete.
Nice.
Special project complete.
Mining drone work ethic.
Okay. So they gave us some links to mineral-rich planet places.
Awesome. We'll take it.
Minerals but we have
are
determined
awesome.
that they are inferior, and they might as well be disassembled for resources at this point.
Right on. All right, there we go.
So,
Some good stuff going on, man.
all right.
Wait till the fleet finishes. It's not done yet. But then I'd send them out.
So we now... are there any energy tiles? They're all under tile blockers, so I guess we will start building out...
All right, your fleet's complete. You get resources for winning battles, too. As much as you could afford when you constructed it.
Oh, okay, that's why. Build a pop. Build a mine.
You also get some resource spoils for winning battles. So if you're
Nice.
feeling the pinch, yay.
Birth of space piracy.
If you're feeling the pinch, though, you can go to send your fleet to ye old red exclamation point
All right.
and get some stuff.
A small group of malfunctioning units have separated themselves from the main intelligence of the Directive and sought refuge on the periphery of our space. So space pirates apparently work totally differently now. They become irredeemably corrupted and now use crude spacecraft to raid our space for parts and resources.
Great.
I thought we patched that out. Well, let's go ahead and see. How strong are these guys? 663. Yeah.
Not yet.
We're gonna need some more.
We're gonna need some better weapons and armor, in my opinion.
Yeah, we're gonna need.
We're boxed in from the north for a little while.
That's all right.
Once we get the Corvette hull point upgrade, I'd feel a lot better about taking that engagement with a full fleet.
Our science ship's not doing anything. Do they have automated exploration yet? They don't yet. So we'll just say, go survey this. Survey this.
For this, figure out
See what's out there.
figure out what's beyond.
I'd really like there to not be any empires here and not be any empires here,
All right.
so we can colonize these
Starbase
prongs.
built. So if you want to build research and mining stations,
Let's see. Need mining stations more, but we don't have enough yet. Let's just go in and manually
energy probably.
get some energy from the star here.
I love that, by the way. Every system has some
has
energy
something.
because
There's
of stars.
No, there's no longer any such thing as a useless system.
Well, and
Earthquake. Recent tectonic event modifies happiness, and we don't give a shit because we're robots.
yep.
Sinkhole appears. That's all right.
On Valacron, what did it hurt?
It covered up a science slot.
It's all good.
Totally fine.
You can clear some tile blockers if you want. You have a ton of energy.
So I'm wondering why this is not reinforced all the way yet. Okay, so we can click reinforce all every time we have
Minerals.
for a new thing,
Which is nice.
Yeah.
I'd clear some tile blockers. You're running energy surplus.
Oh, do we? Yeah. I mean, we might as well. We don't need to at the moment, but
I do it. Why not? Honestly,
If we've got that much extra energy, it's not like we're
Clear up the
losing
planet.
a lot of efficiency.
yeah, clear up the planet,
by
man.
doing it. Engineering is, of course, most important to robots. And we are all about what's most important to robots.
We'll start researching some tile blockers next.
Now
I try to
we
get
should be
those
able
out
to
of the way
build-
early.
Let's see.
Almost there.
I'm being slightly inefficient here by waiting 2 months so that I can build them all at once.
Execute
Ah.
invasion protocol.
Oh,
We ran into more mining drones. They have a strength of 752.
all right. So we're a little boxed in, which means we need to prioritize the military.
Yes, we do.
Build them mining stations.
Build mining
Tile
stations.
blocker expunged.
Map the stars has expired. We can go ahead and renew that. Actually, we probably should have waited till we weren't boxed in to renew it, but that's okay.
We're learning some stuff.
We had it set on auto update on the patch, the software patch. So
Gotta click the fleet, I think, first.
let's see. Oh, it's just we don't have enough money for a Corvette, I don't think. 123 minerals. Corvettes seem more expensive than they used to be. Tile blockers.
I would, yeah. Oh, more Unity.
Helicron is not building anything right now, so let's go ahead and get
More
Servitor
Unity.
when we can.
Research
Research
alternatives.
alternatives.
I like that. Research alternatives are as good as research speed to me.
Research alternatives are one of those like really like counterintuitively good things to take in Stellaris. Like you wouldn't necessarily realize how good they are until you've played for a while. It doesn't become immediately apparent. Wow, this world is kind of shit. It actually has quite a bit of food on it, but since we don't care about food, it's not the best. Alright.
It'd be what it'd be. And we get a lot of our energy back, so...
Yeah. You wouldn't think it'd be what it is, but it do. Or whatever,
Yes.
Whatever that's.
Corvette hit hull points, I think. Oh, nope.
That's
Survey
the
speed.
automatic exploration. Okay, so new research.
Ooh, blue laser.
We're-
Improved
we're-
deflectors.
Yeah, what do you think? Well, let's see. Mining drones, I think, are mostly armor-based, I want to say. So probably the laser is going to do the best against them.
I would agree. It's
'Cause
also
they do
it's a
lot
good
of
weapon.
armor. Yeah,
it's an
'cause I
upgraded
don't-
weapon.
I don't even know if mining drones have shields. At least I don't think they previously did.
Construction complete.
I also love that we can now see the length of our sensor range by the blue line on the hyperlanes.
Mm-hmm.
Like it shows us which areas we can see into and which we can't. Also, apparently they've made it so that when you colonize a system adjacent to the galactic center becomes uncovered, so it's not an unseeable cloud for the entire game. Which is the kind of thing that...
Awesome. See? Where it was worth the energy. Look at that beautiful, no longer
Yeah.
tile blocked anywhere world.
Build a pop. This is really one of the, like, things that, like, I understand that this is to keep machines from being overpowered, but it is kind of annoying that you need minerals to increase your population size. Nobody's homeless.
Awesome.
Our scientists keep gaining levels. What is our skill cap at? I think it's pretty high, actually. Yeah, we have a
6.
skill cap of
Construction
6
complete.
so far. Like in the early game, that's really pretty significant. Why is it saying?
I love that our society research has gone boffo. Like,
Yeah.
that's kind of odd to me.
Oh yeah. That is kind of odd. I guess we're in this timeline. We're really obsessed with like the creators and what exactly they were up to. So.
I would focus on getting some Corvettes, probably.
Oh yeah, that is smart. See, this is why you're my military advisor. Because I'm like, let's just build all the buildings on every planet, and you're like, we need a military though.
Well, we're boxed in. Normally
Yeah.
it wouldn't be this preferable, like this necessary
Yeah.
an end. But
Well,
we got robots.
Honestly, like every game of Stellaris I've played before this, like the last several games of Stellaris I played before this patch came out, really led me to realize that, like, if you don't build up to your fleet limit right away, you are constantly rolling the dice. Like,
Constantly.
every month that goes by that you don't build up to your fleet cap, you are rolling the dice.
You really are.
Yeah.
And I would imagine that's true even in a build of Stellaris like this, where military power isn't quite the end-all, be-all.
Right. Let's see. Traditions available. Leader experience gain plus 25. Iterative AI. We like it. We're writing some badass code here. Build.
Construction complete.
What can we upgrade? Oh, we can upgrade
To
this
an engineering facility. Worth
We're
it.
Gonna need some engineering facilities. Why is it saying we have homeless pops? We literally don't have any. Oh, it's this guy.
Yep. Oh, it's this guy.
It's this dude. It's this motherfucker. The
More
rest
Corvettes.
of these are. Just want to make sure that we're constantly at least building pops because we want to keep up with the population of any filthy organics that might be out there. But we can prioritize ships above buildings.
At least for a little longer. Oh, there we go. That is extremely helpful.
And we don't need to install that, right? That just happens?
I believe you might need to upgrade, but yes.
Alright. So,
ceramo metallic plating.
or minerals so we can build faster.
Minerals. Yeah, minerals.
And that also gives us robo-modding eventually.
Yeah, no, minerals.
Yeah.
Always. Alright, click your fleet.
Get them min-mins. This guy
Click your
does
fleet
not
for me real
need
quick.
anything.
Can you upgrade? No, so I think that might have been
Okay,
automatic.
so yeah, it must be automatic.
Go to your ship designer real quick. Let's make sure that the Mithra class, Myria class is your auto best. So they allow, they just do auto bests now, which is awesome.
Nice.
Like
Okay.
everything just auto upgrades.
Do we want to switch these out for lasers just for thematic reasons?
Sure.
Or at least go laser heavy with maybe a little bit of kinetic
I'm with that.
weaponry. And, or we could turn into a missile boat. I haven't tried out missiles yet in this patch, but no, I kind of like this design. Reactors. We no longer have to turn all of our ships into a flying bomb because reactor is a single slot and you just upgrade it that way. Yeah, I like being shield heavy. That seems right.
And a reactor.
Oh, yeah, we start out with a reactor booster. So that'll give us a little bit of extra evasion, or it should. It used to. Does evasion come from excess power anymore? Yes, it does. Okay.
Just not very much.
And we'll go ahead and set that on auto upgrade. We will save.
Yep, bam.
And, yeah, let's see how much it's going to cost to upgrade these existing ones. We can do it right away.
Not bad. Yeah, evasion is one of those gifts that keeps giving. You know what I mean? I would go with Kelp because I know we had a lot of those on Valakron.
We're at complete energy parity, so we should probably research the trading module or whatever next would be my thought. We're going to need to queue up another pop down here in a second. Let's give him somewhere to work at, and then get them min-mins.
And power would probably be something to start prioritizing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we should probably let's see. This should probably be a power plant.
A power grid just to keep it going.
Yeah. Keep it moving.